Okay, so welcome to episode 1 of the Matt-umentary with me, Craig Petty, and Matt Cluley. This could be the greatest video that YouTube has ever seen, or the biggest mistake I've ever made. And I've made some huge mistakes over the years, Matt, but I think this could be a biggie. Over the next 13 weeks, I'm going to teach Matt how to be...
13 weeks?
Oh, didn't I
Is that
tell
all
you
I
this?
get?
13 weeks. Over the next 13 weeks, I'm going to teach Matt how to be a magician. And there's 2 goals with this. Goal number 1 is the reason we've picked 13 weeks, the reason me and Michael have picked 13 weeks is because in 13 weeks, it's the slightly unusual Non-Stop Kids annual convention. And as you know, we do a big...
Oh, no. I've just realised where this is going.
We do a big show, obviously, in the evening, and we've had like huge names on in the past, and we're organising the bill at the moment. It's going to be massive, but as part of that show, you're going to be doing at least a 15-minute spot on stage in front of a few hundred
Is this
people.
your idea?
Yeah.
Yep, it was his idea.
How much notice do I have to give?
What, in this job?
Yeah.
You can't leave, ever.
About 14 weeks.
Do you remember when I got you to write the contract in blood? There was a reason for that. So that's the first thing. But that's not the big thing. So obviously we're going to be... No,
That's
it's not.
not the big thing.
No, because in the next 4 or 5 weeks, Matt, I'm going to have you going out to a close-up job on your own with Michael going to be following you around with a camera and an actual paid client, and you're going to go there and you're going to do close-up magic at a paid close-up gig on your own without anybody helping you.
For an actual client?
Yeah, one
that's
of the,
paid money to...
probably somebody who's spoken to you. Yeah. Because you do the sales.
Yeah, but that's like... These people have paid money to have a proper magician and you're going to send me.
Yeah, I mean, obviously.
This is... I mean... Other than being a train wreck, this is bad business.
No, I'm going to call them beforehand and say, I know you've booked Slightly Unusual. Would it be okay if we tend an idiot instead? You know, I'm gonna go down that route. I'm going to figure it out somehow. But you're going to go to a paid gig where they don't know you're a magician, and we're going to see what the feedback's like. That's going to happen before the actual stage thing. Because here's the thing. I think. Oh, and by the way, forgot to mention this one. I'm also going to send you to a kids' party. And you're going to run a 2-hour kids party on your own. So in 13 weeks, you're going to cover everything. In 13 weeks, you're going to be doing a 2-hour kids show, which is going to contain a 45-minute magic show. You're going to be doing a full 2-hour close-up job, at least one full 2-hour close-up job, and then you're going to be doing a 15-minute.
2 hours? How am I going to do 2 hours?
By learning some tricks.
This is such a bad idea.
And then the third thing that you're going to do is you're going to be doing a spot on stage for at least 15 or 20 minutes. And I'll probably have you following Ryland.
What? No, I'm not. No.
Yeah,
I'll warm up for Ryland. I'm not following Ryland.
No, you can follow
There's
Ryland.
no way I'm walking on stage after that kid. Not a prayer in hell. Of all the things that you've just said, of all the ridiculous things that you've just said, that's the worst.
Why?
I'm not walking on stage after him.
It's negotiable. The point I'm trying to make is, because here's the thing, right? I speak to lots of people on this channel and they say, hey, I'm a kids entertainer, I want to be a close-up magician. I'm a close-up magician, I want to be a stage magician. How do I transition into kid shows, whatever it may be? I want to show them that in 13 weeks, you can be no skill when it comes to magic at all. And within 13 weeks, you can go out and you can boss a close-up job, you can boss a kid's show, and you can boss a stage show. In 13 weeks, you're going to do all 3 of them.
This is suicide.
Yes, that is a great idea. But
I'm
first,
a professional performer.
Exactly. So you've got a head start over a lot of people. And that's the thing that I want to point out, right? There's some things that we need to address first. So every week we're going to be doing a new session. I'm going to be filming your training. We're going to have regular training. You're going to be going out and performing magic. I'm going to send you to the mean streets of Cannock to do street magic like David Blaine. It's going to be brilliant. We're going to...
Where I live, I know people here.
Yeah, I know. But you can go up to the people you don't know. And you can go up to people on the street and go, hi, I'm Matt, want to see a trick? Knowing the people in Cannock, they'll love it. It'll be great.
I had no idea this was going to be so intense.
It's going to be very intense. Now, we'll probably go in the evening. We'll go down Birmingham and we'll do some stuff on New Street.
Oh, great. So I'm going to be up in Birmingham as
Take
well.
you to a nightclub. Do some magic in a nightclub.
How you can't talk to people in a nightclub. How are you going to do
That's
magic
the
in a
point.
nightclub?
Sometimes you go to gigs and you can't talk and you need to make it all visual. 2 things we need to address. It's a great idea. 2 things we need to address first of all. This is a genuine concern that people that are watching this have. They think, I've had this question. Michael will tell you, he manages
I've got
the
a few
YouTube
genuine
channel.
concerns of my own.
And we'll address that. But the first concern is people think that I shouldn't teach you magic because I'm going to ruin the wonder of magic because you react so well in the mat tests.
Okay.
That teaching you magic might make you, it might rob you
Bitter
of
and
your,
twisted
your
like you.
innocence, yeah, and you become bitter and twisted like me and smash tricks up on camera.
I get that. I understand. I'm a little bit worried about that myself, to be honest. But from the bits and bobs that I have learned so far, like I do genuinely want to learn magic. Not necessarily in this way. But if this is the only option I've got, then I do want to learn magic. I do understand that peeking behind the curtain is going to ruin some of the actual magic. But then I'm not going to pick up everything there is to know about magic in 13 weeks. You know, there's like...
No, but you're going to pick up enough to be able to do every type of gig that you
I'm
can
going to
possibly
pick
imagine.
up enough to do gigs and stuff, great, but there's still going to be stuff that people are going to be showing me that I'm not going to know how it's done. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not going to be you in 13 weeks. There's magicians out there that get fooled by other magicians all the time. So it's not going to destroy magic for me. There are going to be other things that I haven't seen, things that I don't know, methods that I don't, gimmicks that I don't know, whatever. So I'm still going to be fooled by magic, and it's just going to mean, I guess, that whatever you're showing me on the map test has to be stuff that I don't know, because you're going to know what I know and what I don't know.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
You're teaching me everything.
Exactly. Yeah.
So you're just going to have to show me stuff that you know that I don't know how it's done,
I'll just have to be a little bit more...
and then I'll still be fooled by it. If
Creative
not
when it
more fooled, because if I'm starting to learn and I'm knowing stuff and then I still don't know how it's done.
Perfect. Okay, so that's not an issue. You said you've got concerns.
Yeah.
What?
Well, I've got to get on stage in 13 weeks in front of, what 300, 400 people at that convention, that show that we do?
Yeah? Yeah?
We practice, when I do a theatre show, we practice for months and months and months and months.
Really?
And I get scripted, which I know that you're...
A script?
Exactly.
That's not going to happen.
Exactly. And I get all different... We get preparation, I've got choreographers, I've got producers, I've got directors and all kinds of stuff.
Matthew,
You are the king of just fucking winging it.
you have something that you may not have a producer, you may not have a choreographer, you may not have any of that stuff, but you've got something that nobody else has got.
You.
You got me.
Yeah, but you're the king of winging it.
Exactly.
So if I ask you for a script, you'll be like, yeah, just wing it.
Oh no, we're not doing scripts. You're going to wing it. You're going to learn to wing
Exactly.
it. You're going to learn to wing it. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be fantastic. You're going to wing it.
I don't know magic. I
You
don't
don't-
know any magic. I don't know...
Now you
Actually, I have been practicing Crazy Man's
There
Handcuffs.
you go. You're good.
And I've got a shuffle. I can do that. Shuffle.
I know. It's very impressive.
Thanks.
But in all seriousness, do you think that being the performer, because let's be honest, you've performed in bands, you've had your own band, you're currently touring with Rocky, going on stage isn't an issue for you. You don't really get nervous. You might get nervous
do
doing
get
magic,
nervous.
but you don't. You
The
know,
second I
you-
stop
you've-
getting nervous is the second I stop walking on stage.
Yeah, but the point is, you've got a lot of experience as a performer.
Yes, many.
Do you
years.
think that having that experience there is going to be a positive or a negative when it comes to learning magic?
It depends on what I've got to do magic-wise. Like, performance aspect. Like, I know a lot of people, like magicians and stuff, and you've spoken about it various different times on various different things, where people have, magicians sit there in their bedrooms and then they learn tricks constantly and they get all these tricks down and they've got this massive back catalogue of all these different tricks, and then they walk out into the world and realise that they don't know actually how to speak to people. And it's an issue.
Yeah.
I don't have that issue. I can walk up to it. I do it with murder mysteries all the time, where I walk up to groups of people in a character and say my lines that I've been practicing for weeks because I get a script. But yeah, so walking up to groups of people, standing on stage, it's not an issue. I've been standing on stage for 25 years, 25 years, get walking out onto stage doing various different things. I'm the narrator in the Rocky Horror Show. The whole thing is speaking to the entire audience, which is thousands of people at a time. So, doing that kind of stuff isn't really the issue. The issue is
What's making you nervous?
I have zero technical ability when it comes to magic. None at all. I can do Crazy Man's Handcuffs really badly.
Yeah.
That's it. So, like, in 13 weeks does not seem like a very long time to walk on stage and do a magic show.
Don't look at it as 13 weeks. Look at it as about 5 weeks, because that's when you're probably going to do your first close-up job.
Oh, well, that's made me feel so much better. Thank you.
More than
That's
welcome.
brilliant, isn't it? I love how you're thinking this is hilarious as well.
It was mainly his idea.
I know it was. I don't know what I've done to you, Mike, to make you hate me so much, but I don't apologise now after this.
I need to check one thing.
Yeah.
Do you promise on camera that you will do over the next 13 weeks everything I ask you to without question?
See, that seems like a dangerous statement to agree to.
Okay, let's put it this way. Let's put it this way. How knowledgeable am I when it comes to magic?
So when it
And how many people have I trained to do magic?
Yeah, I know.
And sometimes you might question my techniques. I'm sure Daniel wasn't particularly happy.
I'm not waxing your car
I haven't got a car, Sarah.
or painting your fence.
Could do with a lick of paint.
No.
No, but the point is, I'm sure Daniel wasn't happy when he was waxing floors, sanding the deck and all that sort of stuff. But you know what? He was creating muscle memory. He looks back and he thinks Mr. Maggie is the greatest teacher of all time. But at the time, he hated him.
I'm not doing your housework.
No, you don't have to do that. But you are... I need you to promise me right now on camera that you will do everything that I say without question. You might not understand why I'm asking you to do it. And generally, it's going to be important. Mainly.
Mainly. If it's actual stuff that's going to help me do magic,
even if you don't
just stuff
understand
that's
it at
gonna
the
make
time,
me look like a dick, then fine.
And even if you don't understand it at the time, yeah?
Okay.
Right. Perfect. So as of tomorrow, we're going to go into training.
Right.
And I know you're busy with the Rocky Horror Show as well, and you're busy working in the office full time and all the other million things that you do.
Mm-hmm.
But you're going to have to find time for this.
I will find time for it.
You're going to find time for this.
I will find time for it.
Okay, good. And you need to learn kids shows as well.
Why?
And you need to learn how to make a balloon model.
Oh, man.
And action dances. And party games.
Is it too late to back out?
Nope.
Why do I have to do a kids show?
Because I think it's really important to represent every single part of magic. You know, I bet you there's been things out there where a person has been turned into a magician very quickly. I bet you there's nowhere out there within 13 weeks you teach someone to be a kids entertainer, a close-up magician and a stage magician.
Is this necessary?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Fine.
Okay. Look happy about it.
I'm not being happy about being a kids entertainer.
There's nothing wrong with the kids.
There's nothing wrong with being a kids entertainer.
I love doing kid shows.
That scares me more than anything.
You should do. Kids are
kids
horrible.
Scare the crap out of me. There's nothing wrong with being a children's entertainer. All of our children's entertainers are amazing, and I've got nothing but respect for them. But the thought of doing that scares the crap out of me.
Dude, Ryland can do a kid show.
Ryland is a kid.
Exactly.
So it's fine. Can you be a children's entertainer with a hand tattoo? Does that not automatically get me out of that?
I go to kid shows like this.
Fine.
Next excuse? Because we may as well get them all out of the way right now.
No, it's fine.
Okay, good. So, the Matt-umentary starts right here. In 13 weeks, I'm going to turn Matt into one of the greatest magicians of all time, or he will die trying. It's going to be absolutely amazing. We're going to be doing episodes on this every single week. Matt's going to be working hard. There's going to be months. I don't really know what's happening right now. I haven't figured it out, but it's going to be brilliant. And in actual fact...
You've got 13 weeks and you haven't even got a plan.
I have a rough plan that I...
Is the plan turn Matt into a magician?
That's basically
Brilliant.
the plan right now.
Fantastic.
That's the plan.
Planning and preparation.
I have actually started thinking about the plan this morning.
This morning? Oh, so it's great.
On the way
you put
in,
a lot of thought and effort into it then.
I chatted to Sarah for 2 minutes. So it's good.
Great.
We got it. We got this.
Sarah's not even a magician.
No, she's not, but she knows.
Or an entertainer of any description.
Yeah, but...
So how's she going to help?
She's not, but thought I'd chat to her about it. Anyway, if you want to know what happens in the next gripping episode of the Matt-umentary, episode 2
of my life.
Matt, Muggle to Magician. If you want to find out, here's a sneak peek at what's coming in episode 2. Buckle up, this shit's real.
Next week on the Matt-umentary.
So, you get it. You learnt the trick. You like the trick.
Yeah.
You really like the trick.
It's good.
It's a good trick, isn't it?
Yeah.
I haven't given you like a shit trick. As your first close-up trick, that's a good trick. All
It's
right?
not bad. Yeah.
So here's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
We're going to go to Cannock right now with Michael, with a camera, and you're going to perform this to strangers you've never met. I know you've only just learnt it, but we're going to go...
No.
Yes, we are.
No.
Right now.
No.
Yeah. Right now. Right now. We're going right now. Let's go.
Right. Rags. Rubber bands. 2 of. 1 pink, 1 blue. Nothing special about them. Apart from a piece of fluff. The piece of fluff doesn't really matter. Okay, so we've got two rubber bands. That one goes there. And then what we do is...
I think you should stick to your day job, you know.